Hello, welcome to my channel. This video is part 2 for my videos about networking and how to network and why. If you have not seen my previous video, you can find it on my channel. I will also leave the link below here. My previous video, I recorded it after I got inspired by an event I attended, and I wanted to share with you my thoughts about how networking skills can help you in your career, in your job search, and in life in general. And I thought it would be nice to share with you my ideas and I was inspired by the event, meeting new people, talking to people, especially now after the pandemic. We all are out and we can actually attend events, which is great. Today I'm recording this video as a part 2 where I am actually answering a question which I used to receive from students. I got a couple of questions after my previous video, and the question is, how do I start building my networking skills if I am completely new to it, if I'm new to the process? And where do I begin? And today I will share with you some suggestions that are coming from my experience, and I hope that will allow you to build your networking skills and you will become more and more comfortable and confident in networking, in meeting new people and going out there and leaving your comfort zone. Before I continue, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave me your comments, questions. I have an audience of more than 1,300 people now, and I'm very grateful. It seems to me that the content that I'm making does bring value to you, and your feedback is important for me. Please share your thoughts. I know sometimes I get busy, but I read your comments and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. As I mentioned in my previous video, the best way to start networking is to attend different events, conferences in your home city where you live, and that's the best way to start getting out of your shell and to talk to people, meet new people. And I would suggest to attend them as much as possible, because I think the more you practice, the better you get, the easier it becomes. But of course you need to start somewhere. And if you would ask me, how do I begin? Where do I start? It's a normal question to ask. We all have been new to something, and I'm not different. I started networking when I was at university. I had to force myself to do so because I didn't know how to do it. I was actually doing it in a different language, not my first language, which was also a bit of a barrier which I had to overcome myself. So my first suggestion for you would be to write down 2 to 5 sentences that can describe who you are, what you are doing, and what you're looking for. In business, it's called an elevator pitch, right? So pretend that this is your elevator pitch about who you are and why you are here at this event or at this situation. Even if you meet someone on the street, how do you present yourself? So write it down and practice it. Let me give you an example of my introduction. So I would say, hello, my name is Anna Nesterova. I work in medical device industry. I provide consulting and sales services to medical device companies, and I'm looking for new partnership opportunities. That would be one example. Another way for me would be to say, I'm here at this event learning about a startup and startup climate in this area. I'm interested in getting into business development opportunities for startups. So that would be my version of introduction. And my suggestion here would be to stay short, stay clear. So you need to be very clear, comfortable, confident when you say that. So that gives another person a chance to learn a little bit about you, but it's not too long, not too overwhelming, very clear. They understand what you are, who you are, what you're looking for. And then you give them a chance to do the same for you. So they will probably say the same about themselves. And usually you would exchange business cards, because it's nice to stay in touch, because people meet hundreds of people in one event. If you exchange cards, it's nice because you will have a point of contact. I like to use LinkedIn as well. I ask for permission if I can add them on LinkedIn and if they can add me back. And I think sometimes you will find out that some people can be just transitory for you. You meet them, you greet them, and you don't have any mutual points of interest. But some people you will find that you click because maybe you work in the same industry, or maybe when you say what you are looking for, when you tell them what you're looking for, they will say, oh, by the way, I met so-and-so, go and talk to that guy in a great suit right there, because that person is actually working for this in this company. I just met them 5 minutes ago. So that's how networking starts, and that's how you start building up the network of people you're meeting. I know it sounds much easier than done, and that's what you're probably thinking right now. Well, it sounds easy, but when I do it, it's not that easy, and it's true. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. Trust me, it's the matter of training yourself and feeling more and more comfortable with it. I would suggest to stay confident. That's why you practice your little pitch, so you don't have to be nervous about introducing yourself. Stay relaxed, and keep in mind, every time when you go to events like that, this is why I'm suggesting you to attend events. You know that people are there to meet people. So they're actually much more open-minded towards meeting new people, getting to know you, spending a couple of minutes in a conversation, chit-chatting, talking about things, because they are there for the same reason as you are. So the next step would be to follow up on your connections and your communications. So once you get the business card of a person or add them on LinkedIn, I would suggest to send them a short note as a follow-up within 24 to 48 hour window. You don't want to wait too long, because maybe they will forget you and it will be tough for them to actually recall, because they maybe met 200 people that night, right? Or I don't know, 50 people, and it will be tough to recall everyone. So within 24 to 48 hours, it'd be nice to send a little message saying again who you are, what you discussed with that person, reinstate your interest, and be clear about your intentions. So either you want to stay in touch for future, or maybe you would like to use their network to get into the industry, or to open the door to this and to something that you're looking for. Be specific, because I think very often that's what I see. People leave very broad messages. They don't have core in them. And people, especially in business, especially people with limited time, limited attention to those things, they would like to know what is it exactly that you're looking for. I would also say it's a good idea to follow up with people in your network more than just once. Maybe send an email or message during the holiday season, because I think it's a nice way to, again, stay connected with your network and send nice wishes to them, and maybe reinstate certain interests, or just to be in touch. I think that's partially how you grow your network and keep your network active network, by having those communications and connections continuously, not just one-time situation. Because I think it's important for people to build relationships versus than just having a one-time meeting. And that is partially why I also suggest people to participate and join clubs, being part of charities, or being part of any type of group event, because I think this is where you have a chance to learn about people and you get to know them closer, plus you have a continuous conversation over a long period of time, so people get to know you better and you get to know them better. So leveraging that network will be easier when you know people better. I want to say that sometimes when you send messages to people just to remind them who you are, not everyone will reply, so don't expect that. But trust me, some people will, and trust me, the more you're going to do this, the more you practice, you will see that people reciprocate and they want to help you. And if you do it in a nice way, they will reach out to you and they will reply to you and they will have something to offer, maybe connect you with someone, or you will be able to see results of that, of the communication, the connection with those people. But one thing here to mention, and this is where I find not many people talk about, is when you're leveraging your network, and we all think, especially when we're starting our careers, we want people to help us. But it's important to know that it's not a one-way street, it's always a two-way street. So be mindful that next time someone of your network reaches out to you, you want to help them as well, because again, it's not one-way street, and it would be very unfair if you only use your network and your connections to your advantage. There are people like that, and unfortunately they get pretty bad reputation after some time if they do not return favors, or if they do not reply, do not help people that are trying to help them. So I think to summarize my video today, I just want to tell you that first of all, networking is a skill, and you are the person who can work on it, and you are the one who makes that decision to go out there and to start working on it and building up and working on your skills, developing your skills. And the more you do it, the easier it gets, and the bigger your network is going to grow. My other suggestions would be to follow up, not just once, not twice. Try to stay in touch with your network in general. Try to find ways how to get to know people better, how to join certain group efforts, group events, when you can actually communicate with people on a continuous basis so they can get to know you better. And be nice to people, offer your help, answer their requests, and I know, trust me, I know good things will happen for you, and you will achieve your goals in your career, in your job search, and in life in general. I hope this video was helpful for you. Please leave me your questions and your comments, and I'll see you in my next video.